One of the things that I was literally complaining about on Twitter just recently was people are like, well, game programmers just don't understand all like the real problems that banking people face or something like this, which is one of the most absurd things I've ever heard, and I'm really sick of it. I have not ever actually heard of any other project besides Fortnite that hit the limit of PDB. So the literal output of debug information on Windows, Fortnite got so large as a project it could no longer be built because the debug info could not be stored.
There's a file limit size, right, that
Yes.
exists on Windows. So if you
No,
go
it's not.
past
It's
that-
not a file limit size on Windows. It's a file limit size in PDB.
Yeah, they use 32-bit offsets. Actually, they
Yes.
use signed 32-bit offsets
Yep.
into it's like the one of the type information sections. And so once you get enough types, and especially once you're doing like heavy C++ template metaprogramming or lots of Lambda functions, those generate types. Every single one of those generates types. And so you get this just a massive expansion of type information.
Yeah.
And then you run out of that space like pretty
Yeah.
quick once you're at
So
speed.
JP Morgan, call me up and let me know when you had to write your own linker because you exceeded the PDB file size. I'll wait.
I was wondering though, like Ryan, which collab was it that pushed them over the limit? Was it like Star Wars, or was it like which one was the?
That's a good question.
Oh my goodness,
It
we
might
had
have been
all the Star Wars characters. Oops, it's a Pokemon collabs. You know, we gotta make sure it's got all the Pokemon.
You know, I think it might have been the Snoop Dogg skins, like when they added the Snoop Dogg, Doggy Dog skins. That was like, this is too much.
It was when they stored all the Darth Vader voice lines that got them in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter lyrics, they don't get compressed very well in the PDB, so the problem is like that and it was a problem, and it's fine.
But are most of the songs like six different words? So it
They just
seems
don't
like
compress very well because they're so
Okay.
creative, Tej.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Teach.
got it. Sorry,
They're
my
practically
apologies.
white noise. They're so creative.
Yeah.
They wanted to compute them at compile time too, so each lyric word was a template instantiation,
Yes.
and so that's why there's so many types.
That makes sense. That makes sense.